Everything to know about emotions in Omori. Keep in mind, this is a remix of the 5 shorts I made, and not a compilation. Emotions and the system that Omori has is extremely, and I mean extremely complex. So, let us dive in. Each emotion is weak or strong against other emotions, with angry being good against sad, but sad is weak against angry. This image should tell you which emotion is good or weak against. Exact values depend on the thing being attacked. What I mean by this is if the defender is a tier 1 while the attacker is a tier 2, it will deal tier 1 extra or reduced damage. But if the attacker is a tier 1 and the defender is a tier 2, then it will deal tier 2 increased or decreased damage. The exact values for emotional advantage and disadvantage should be shown up on screen, but for those who don't want to watch a YouTube video, or can't, well, tier 1 advantage is 50% more damage, tier 2 advantage is 100% more damage, and tier 3 advantage is 150% more damage. Well, tier 1 disadvantage is 20% less, tier 2 disadvantage is 35% less, and tier 3 disadvantage is 50% less. Well, time to talk about... There are 5 main emotions in Omori, being neutral, angry, happy, sad, and afraid. Each one of these main emotions have differing ways to get it and differing uses. Starting with... Neutral does nothing. That's it. The ways to get it are the Dandelion Toy, the Massage Skill from Hero, Hero's Call to Kel, if Kel is sad, the Paper Bag Charm, which makes you completely immune. Reviving a character makes the revived neutral, and starting a battle without an emotion-giving charm, or weapon, or even against anything that a friend is afraid about. Well, I'm going to talk about... Anger has 3 tiers. The 3rd tier is exclusive to SpaceX Boyfriend, SpaceX Husband, Omori, and Basil, which should be popping up on screen right now. Anger in each tier increases attack but decreases defense. It is weak to Happy and its variants, or strong against Sad and its variants. The tiers are Angry with a 1.3 times attack multiplier, but being a 0.5 times defense multiplier. The next tier, which is Furious, is a 1.5 attack multiplier, but being a 0.3 times defense multiplier. Last tier, which is Enraged, is a 2 times attack multiplier, but being a 0.15 defense multiplier. SpaceX Boyfriend has unique tier attack and defense multiplier, being 1.25 times attack multiplier and 0.9 times defense multiplier for Angry, 1.5 times attack multiplier and 0.5 times defense multiplier for Furious. It's also counted for the advantage and disadvantage of Angry. And for Enrage, it is a 2 times attack multiplier, but being a 0.3 times defense multiplier. It is also still counted as a tier 1. The ways to get it are Crescent and Air Horn toys, the Annoying Megaphone skills from Kel, Spicy Food from Hero, Aubrey's look at Kel for both Aubrey and Kel, specifically for tier 2 above for friendship, and Vent from Basil for both Basil and Omori, and also the Punching Bag and Finger Charm. Angry foes normally do normal attacks more. They also drop 1 speed. That was a lot, so let's talk about... Okay, this got boring 1 essay ago. Happy has 3 tiers, just like Angry, but instead of SpaceX Boyfriend, it is Sweetheart, but the same other things can get the 3rd tier. Happy is weak against Sad and its variants, while strong against Angry and its variants. Happy in each tier increases speed, luck, and reduces hit rate. I'm gonna take this, but still. The tiers are Happy with a 2 times luck multiplier, a 1.25 times speed multiplier that reduces hit rate by 10%. Ecstatic is the 2nd tier, and it is a 3 times luck multiplier, a 1.5 times speed multiplier that reduces hit rate by 20%. The 3rd and final tier is Manic with a 4 times luck multiplier and a 2 times speed multiplier that reduces hit rate by 30%. Sweetheart, just like SpaceX Boyfriend, has unique stats for each tier, but it just makes Ecstatic and Manic count as tier 1 for advantage and disadvantage. There are a lot of ways to get Happy, being the Sparkling Confetti Toy, Pep Talk, Team Spirit, and Taurus Skill from Aubrey, Come Back and Rally Skill for Kel, Enchanted Dazzle from Hero, Aubrey's Look at Hero for Aubrey, Friendship 2 and 3, Kel's Pass to Omori for Omori, and Comfort from Basil to both Basil and Omori. The Daisy, Heartstring, and Wedding Ring Charm, and also the Lol Sword for Hero, their weapon. Sunny is actually immune to Happy. Enemies inflicted by Happy tend to do supportive moves, like King Crawler's... Wait, no. Yeah. King Crawler's... Wait. King Carnivore, or his healing move. They also drop more clams and have a higher chance for item. But time to move on to... How many times do we have to do this again? Set has 3 tiers just like Angry and Happy, but instead of SpaceX Boyfriend or Sweetheart, it is the Red Twins. But the other things can also feel their tier. Sad is weak against Angry in its variants, or strong against Happy in its variants. Sad in each tier increases defense, reduces speed, and makes some hard damage become juice damage. The tiers are Sad with a 1.25 times defense multiplier, a 0.8x speed multiplier, and a 30% of heart damage is juice damage. Depressed is a 1.35 defense multiplier, a 0.65 speed multiplier, and 50% of heart damage is juice damage. The final tier, which is miserable, is a 1.5 times defense multiplier, a 0.5 times speed multiplier, and all heart damage is turned into juice damage. The Red Twins, just like Sweetheart, have the same numerical stats aside from the higher tiers being counted as Sad for advantage and disadvantage. There are a few ways to get Sad, being the Poetry Book and Rain Cloud or Toy, Sad Poem and Painful Truth from Omori, Snowball from Kel, Friendship 2 and 3 Trip from Omori, Friendship 1 Pastor Omori, Mole from Basil, and for charms we have Deep Poetry Book and Homework Charm. Also, if you count unused content, then Hero's Trophy counts. Enemies with Sad tend to do nothing. They also drop less XP and clams. This has to be the last one. It has 2 tiers, but the second one is used for one battle for story reasons. Afraid belongs to the use of skills aside from Guard and Calm Down. Follow-ups are also not allowed. It also makes the party member afflict to take 1.5 times damage from enemies with emotions, which counts Afraid, but nothing else can get Afraid from aside from party members. Omori is immune to Afraid as well as enemies. Everyone else can feel it. The ways to get it are everything related to something, phobias, and some place. There are exceptions for these rules. Specifically, anything spider-like for hero when a battle starts, but for mid-battle causes, then look at creepypastas, not those kind, and hush puppies, both being located in Orange Oasis. Well, that should be Stop! There's 3 ways for random emotions. The Magic Bean Charm, Curveball, and when starting a battle, the Curveball skill from Kel, and when starting a battle for enemies. Now, also, there's Priority. Priority is a bit strange. It starts with emotion-giving charms, then emotion-giving weapons, to afraid-giving foes, and then goes to normal battle. Also, always goes, first moves go from highest speed to lowest, and then it goes to highest speed to lowest speed. Well, notice how I didn't break up the video until now for the like and subscribe stuff. That's on purpose. I want quality first, so that means no obligatory stuff until the end. That is all. See you in the next one.